Today I want to answer one of the most frequently asked questions I get on my website, which is, should I include utilities and labor in my plate costs? Hey everybody, my name is Ryan Gromfin. I'm an author, speaker, chef, restaurateur. I'm the founder of therestaurantboss.com as well as restaurantprofitandperformance.com. And today I want to address, like I said, one of the most frequently asked questions I get on my website, which is, should I be including labor? Should I be including utilities in my plate costs, in my food costs? And the answer is unequivocally, 100%, without a doubt, no. People are always asking me, how do I do this? How do I calculate that? And the reason I don't have a formula for it, the reason I don't have a way to calculate it is because you should not ever be including labor or utilities in your plate costs. The only thing that goes in your plate costs is the food that you're putting on that plate to sell to a customer. That means chemicals don't go in there. Generally speaking, to-go containers and plastic knives and spoons and sporks. Wow, and spoons and sporks. Wow, forks and spoons. I'm having a hard time getting my words out today. Generally speaking, that stuff doesn't go in there either. Those are direct operating expenses. And I'll film a whole nother video about when you should include those and when you shouldn't. But getting back to today's video, labor, utilities, that stuff never goes into food costs. And here's why. Food cost is just that. It's the food cost or the plate cost, the cost of the food to prepare that plate. Now people say, yeah, but if we need the labor to make that plate, but labor is a completely separate calculation. And the reason I like to keep them separate and then bring them together to get a number, that number is called prime cost. Prime cost is your total cost of goods sold plus total labor. So those two numbers together will give us the number that we want. And your target prime cost in your restaurant is, generally speaking, 60% of sales or below. I have other videos explaining prime cost that we can link to here. But the point is never include your labor, because labor is a separate calculation. Wow, I'm struggling today. And when you want to combine those two together, we combine them into prime cost. Let me tell you another reason why we don't ever do that. Because labor isn't the same every time. If you sell a hamburger, it's always going to have a bun, it's always going to have the burger, it's always going to have the lettuce, tomato, pickle, whatever it is. But if you're cooking 7 hamburgers at the same time or cooking 1 hamburger at the same time, it doesn't take any extra labor. So how would we ever include that in there? Again, that's where I go back to prime cost. Now, as far as utilities, it's similar to that same answer. We don't ever include utilities because you've got a grill. If you cook your burgers on a grill, it's a 36-inch grill. You turn that grill on at the beginning of the day. If you cook 1 hamburger that entire day, or if you cook 1,000 hamburgers that entire day, you're generally not going to use any more utilities, so there'd be no way of evenly figuring that out. People think that your utilities in a restaurant are variable expenses, but they're really not. They're variable in the smallest degree. If you're substantially busier, your electricity bill and your gas bill and your water bill might be a little bit higher. But generally speaking, whether you're busy or slow, your electricity, your gas, your water bills are going to be very, very similar. I hope this helped explain to you why you never include utilities or labor in your plate costs, in your food costs, in your restaurant. And I look forward to seeing you on another video next week. This has been Ryan saying have a wonderful day. Hey everybody, Ryan here. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Would you mind doing me 3 really quick favors? First, would you like this video? Wherever you're watching it, there'll be a button for you to go ahead and click and like the video and then leave a comment somewhere so I could answer your questions. 2, would you go ahead and subscribe to this channel? That way I can continually deliver you the newest updates every time I release a video. And then 3, I'd like to give you something. If you're the kind of person who really wants to get ahead in life faster, I have a 90-day planner here that I'd like to give you. I use this planner every day in my business, and actually I think this is one of the reasons why I'm able to get as much done as quickly and as efficiently as I'm able to. See, every year when I sit down to plan out my year, I sit down and I do 4 of these 90-day planners, because I believe that we can't get as much done in a month as we think we can, but we can get a lot more done in 3 months than we think we can. And so I've developed a system, I call it my 90-day planner system, where you can achieve just about any goal you want in 90 days if you follow this. And I'd like to give it to you completely free. Like I say, this is on my desk every single day, and I use it in my business, and I teach my clients how to use it, and I'd like for you to have it for free. All you have to do is head over to therestaurantboss.com/goal, GOAL. Again, that's therestaurantboss.com/goal. And then just give me your first name and email address, and I'll send this right over to you, all 4 pages. Until the next time I see you, go out every day and improve the lives of your customers, your employees, your vendors, and of course, your family.